coupon recently. My niece, who was staying with me for a little while, thought she got locked out of the house and decided to crawl through the dog door and broke it. It's like, honey, you're 19, you ain't 5 anymore. Your booty's a little too big for that. So she came through the door, she broke it, I needed to replace it, and I noticed as I'm driving that I had this coupon from a pet store and it had expired 3 days earlier. Well, I had already been and bought the new pet store, and I went, well, I'm going to go in. No, Bed Bath & Beyond, they'll honor a coupon anytime, right? So I'm going in and going, okay. Now the first thing you're going in thinking, okay, they're not going to take, nope, I'm not even letting that thought in my brain. I'm not even going to go there. They're going to take the coupon. And if I need to tell my Bed Bath & Beyond, I will. So I went in with that belief. And I walked up and I gave the girl the coupon. I said, hi, I just bought this dog door. Here's my receipt. You know, it's over $100, and could you possibly put this coupon onto that? Well, she looks at it, she goes, well, this expired 3 days ago. I said, I know, but you know, I didn't need anything else before that. This is really kind of expensive. Could you maybe just this one? Well, I'll have to go talk to my manager. Okay. So manager comes back and she goes, well, this expired 3 days ago. I said, I know, but could you just this once? I really didn't need anything, and this is expensive. And she goes, well, okay, but just this once. I go walking outside. Yes! I got outside, right? I love having those little opportunities to test my head and test if I can really push myself into believing that I could get that coupon to work. I didn't even have to share the Bed Bath & Beyond story. Didn't even have to share it. So you've got to believe, you've got to think about what is possible, and that's what we're going to talk about tonight. Is okay, well, how do we do some of that? Anybody feel like this? Like, you know, you've got to work so hard, and you know, Sally Jones over there, man, everything she does, she turns to gold. No matter what I do, it falls apart. And I've worked hard, I'm not getting promoted, and you know, why is it only 7% of women are at the C-suite? But here's the thing. People that are successful have a different mindset, a mindset. And one of the things that we need to understand is how that works and how you can apply it. So I'm going to share with you 3 little words that if you delete them from your vocabulary would be a very, very happy thing for you, and one that I would be ecstatic about. The word can't tells your subconscious mind you don't have no control. So you've already given up if you say can't. The word try. Okay, how many of you ever invited somebody to a party? Oh, I'll try to stop by. Do you see them? Do they make it? When you tell somebody you'll try and stop by, do you have any intention of going? No. Because try is saying no. Favorite quote from Yoda, do or do not. There is no try. Do or do not. I can't do a very good Yoda. I'll have to work on it. And have to is the same way. When you say, I have to do this, you again are telling your subconscious that you have no control. You have control. So let's get rid of all 3 of those. So what I would encourage each of you to do is to listen to what you're saying to yourself, internally or out loud. I speak to myself out loud. I have dogs, so you know, it's just us. And listen to what you say to other people. What are the words that you're saying? What are the excuses that you're putting out there? What are the reasons that you haven't started yet on something that you really. I was just as excited in less than 6 months after I left the corporate world and booked my first paid speech at a women's event when she said, well, do you have any video? No. Do you have any testimonials? Oh, no, not yet. I didn't have anything. I was doing the act as if, right? I'm a speaker. And I got booked and I went out and spoke for a women's event for 250 some women for a brunch that they had. It was when I was living out in California. It felt just as good. Because I had done something that I set my mind to that I knew I could do. So the reason that I want you to get in touch with this is part of succeeding is staying in touch with what it's going to feel like when you have what you want. Then you can set a new goal. Right? What's it going to feel like when I have... One of the things for me that I've found has made a big difference is a word that a lot of women don't always relate to. Can you say the word? Okay, you can pronounce announce it. Good, good. Okay. So simplifying, right? Even I use a vision board. So January 1st is a big day for me every year. And I create my goals and everything. And I create a vision board where I put pictures of what I want to achieve that year. I have found over time that I put less and less on there because I like having the space. Versus some people do vision boards and they're like all over, the, all this stuff on. I'm like, ugh, it makes me feel like I'm back in Southern California. So number one, simplify things in your life that will make it easier for you to continue to focus on what this is that you want. Okay, can you do that? Oh, that wasn't very convincing. Can you do that? Okay, there we go. Secondly, this one, this is a big mindset thing. Have you ever achieved anything without being consistent? Can you lose weight without being consistent? No. Can you be good about preparing healthy meals without being consistent? No. Right? Did you get promoted without being consistent? No. Got to be consistent. Got to be important. Right? You've got to keep at it. And let me ask you, when you were consistent, was it rewarding?